Good morning, everybody. Today is Thursday, July the 10th, and I'm not going into work on time today. I've got something else to take care of, so I'm kind of hanging out in the shop a little bit before I get that done. But you could already feel, guys, it's going to be a hot, hot day out today. I mean, it's going to be one for the books for sure. I came up here just to show you one little thing that I put in the ambulance build here lately. Recently, if you've watched the last video, then you know that I've installed the air conditioner, the velvet air conditioner in there. And once I did that, I really had no idea where the state of my battery was. I know it draws a lot more current than just the LED lights that I've been running up to this point, but I had no idea how much. So what I wanted to do is just show you this little battery monitor that I purchased from Renogy. Actually, I purchased it on Amazon. But it's a Renogy battery monitor, and I can't remember exactly why I chose to go this particular route, but this is the box that it came in, and this is what it is. And after installing it, man, it's really cool. There's so much about it that it offers to you that you're just not going to know without something like this on your setup. Right now, it's just sitting on the shelf. Comes with about 20 feet of cable from what the Amazon website, I think, said it was about 20 feet. So in this little box, it'll go pretty much anywhere I need it to go. But just kind of a quick tour here, you can see I've got a 200 amp battery bank, and that's what this little gauge here is telling you. Right below it, you can see the current voltage level. Right next to that, there's how many amps are being drawn off the system right now. And right now, the only thing I have running are the LED lights in the ceiling. And as you can see, I have got 1.03 to 1.04 amp draw on that, with about 27 and a half watts of energy being used. Now, directly above that, you'll see 99.59, which is how many hours this thing will run at current draw. And directly above that, you can kind of see the state of charge, which is showing 100% right now. Now, this will vary, obviously. If you've got a charge coming in either through a battery charger or solar panels, this will all read differently. At the time right now, however, I don't have any of that coming in. I'm going to show you what it looks like here real quick when we turn the air conditioner on. Okay, now the velvet doesn't turn on just instant. I mean, you hear it turn on, but the fan motor starts really slow and starts building up to speed. And I believe the reason they do that is because they don't want that hard current pull when it first engages, like you get, say, with a air conditioner on your home. This gins up really, really slow. And as you can see, on the battery monitor here, we're now up to about 350 watts of usage and about 15 amps worth of current draw right now, and it's still actually going up, as you can see. Well, I tell you what, it's pretty warm in the ambulance here right now. Just even first thing in the morning, about 7 o'clock in the morning here, it is hot up here, but this air conditioner's already making it a little bit more tolerable for sure. Just having that air movement in here, it's a game changer. All right, looks like we're still running about 455 watts worth of draw right now, 17.2 amps. And that's really not bad. And that's in just regular air conditioning mode. My understanding is about 350 watts on eco mode or even less at that. What I will show you is just kind of where this thing wires in and just kind of the meager beginnings of our electrical system here. Okay, the one thing I didn't show was the battery bank, which is two 24-volt batteries that sit right behind that metal wall right there, and those are not visible. But the negative and positive battery cables come in. Positive goes up to this cutoff switch. The negative simply goes down here to the negative bus bar, and then from the cutoff switch, the wire goes down to the positive bus bar as well. Moving up from that point, this is a power transformer that takes the voltage from 24 volts down to 12 volts to run the 12 volt fuse box, which is what you got seen here. Now, the reason I bought this particular fuse box was because it had about 12 circuits on it, and several of the other boxes that I was using, or not using, but looking at, didn't have anywhere near that. Now, how many circuits am I going to need here? I have no idea. But I'd much rather go ahead and overdo it at this point than underdo it. And as you can see right now, there's only about 3 circuits involved here, which is exterior lighting, interior lighting, and then our max air fan. Moving up, what we've got here is a Renogy 24-volt battery charger. Once again, another Amazon purchase, and that thing does an amazing job. It charges those batteries up typically, I think it's about 5 hours worth of charge, and it gets them to 100% pretty much no matter from where they're at. Moving to the outside here, you can see this is our shore power here. And the shore power is exactly what it sounds like. We converted it from the 15 amp shore power that it had in this location, just with regular 110 power and I believe 15 amps. And now it's a 30 amp, and right now it's plugged into just the wall, so it's not getting a 30 amp sent to it. But that's what it's got for campsite when we get to that point. Now where that goes right now is just up to that power splitter. And in the future, I'm coming off the back side of that and going also to the transfer switch. At this point, I haven't got there just yet, but this is what it's looking like right now. What's plugged into that is my my Renogy charger for the 24-volt system. And then I've got another charger down here, which is just basically to charge the house batteries on the ambulance itself. So it looks a little hairy, and it is. Once I get a little further along with this build, what my plan is to do is to sanitize this, but until I get everything in here that's going to be in here, including the solar charger and just whatever else goes in there, I'm not going to mess with it at this point until I've got everything in there, and then I know what I want it to look like, and then just take the measures to get it there. All right. Yep, we're pretty close to 500 watt draw right now. Compressor's kicking on a little bit more often, and as you can see, the amperage is up to 18.9 draw. Guys, I'm really happy with this little battery monitor. It for the price, which I'll talk to you about here in just a second, it really does offer a lot of value. You could turn that backlighting off. It also, you put a preset point in there to where you want it to start squawking at you. If you want it to tell you that it's running low at 100 amp hours, you can set that, and it will tell you that when it gets down to that point. And then you can make a point to either get your solar aimed right or get your charger on, one of the two. In order to figure out some stats on this, I logged into Amazon last night. And when I was looking at this, I realized, of course, and this always happens to me, but it is about 25% cheaper right now than it was when I purchased it. I want to say it was about 80 bucks online when I got it, and I think right now it's about 60, just because Amazon's got a little bit of a sale going right now. This right here is just kind of the Mickey Mouse wiring setup for my lighting right now. The exterior switches are just going out to the scene lights, and that's what these are right here. So these operate the outdoor lights, and those kind of replace the original scene lights from the ambulance. And as you can see, that's what those are there. There's some on the back, and there's also some on the other side. And then I've got these switches here, one there, and then one here. Those simply operate the lights on the inside, which are these LED puck lights. And they're on a dimmer, so you can knock them off, or you can turn them up and down, just whatever you're feeling like at that point. But yeah, pretty meager beginnings, but this thing's coming right along. But the electrical is definitely definitely kind of the heart of the operation, and there's a whole lot more to get going with. But at this point, guys, that's what we have. Like I said, just a short little video. Had to kill some time, and I figured I'd just share some information that I've got. Have a great day, enjoy your day, and happy adventures, folks.